everybody, welcome to another week of Pilates plus Physio. This week we are concentrating on feet, knees and hips basically. So start off standing feet about hip width apart. Maybe just lift the toes up, place them back down again. Lift the heels off just once, pop them back down again. Knees just relaxed, lengthen through the front of the hips, open out through the shoulders. Gently tuck in the chin, imagine that balloon from the back of your head taking you up towards the ceiling. And then just very slowly take your weight forward onto the front of your feet and then rock back onto the heels. And again, come forward onto the front and back onto the heels. So keeping your foot in contact with the floor all the time if you can. Just gentle rocking back and forth. And now take your weight over onto one leg, back into the middle, onto the other side. And again, rocking onto one foot, other foot staying in contact with the ground, and back over onto the other side. Come back into the middle. Imagine you're standing on a round board with a bobble in the middle, and you're just going to roll that board right the way around its rim. So you're going across the toes, down the outside of one foot, back through the heels, up the other side. And again, just going all the way around. And then gently reversing that, so going the other way. Just nice and smooth. Big circles, feet staying in contact with the floor all the time. Good, good. Come back into the center, just alternate heel lifts. So lifting one heel up onto the toes, then lifting the other. So just sort of walking through the feet. Nice and smooth. Just get those big toe joints bending right up if you can. So think of the knee going forward, you're not sort of coming round on the knee is going forward over the toes. And then just switch that to maybe arms out to the side, alternate knee lifts. So again, nice and smooth, just folding the knee up in front. So think of bending at the hip. Alternate legs. Maybe bring the arms down, just a little bit of balancing. So stand on one leg, fold the knee up in front. Hold it there. So just make sure your knee is something nice and solid to grab if your balance isn't so good. And switch legs. So stand tall, think of pressing your foot into the floor, fold the knee up. And switch legs. So fold the knee up. How about this time take an arm up, other arm up, first arm down, second arm down. Switch legs. So fold the knee up first. Try not to wrap one leg around the other one. So the knee is just folding up. One arm up, other one up. First one down, second one down. Swap again. Fold the knee. How about this time turn your head to your right, back to the middle, turn to your left, and back. Swap again. Fold the knee, turn to the right and back, turn left and back. Great, both feet down. See if you can find a nice flat piece of wall somewhere. So bend the inside knee, so put your knee on the wall so the hip doesn't come up in front. So your hip is still straight, inside knee on the wall. Think of a grape between your knee and the wall. You're pressing into that grape. Arms above your head, so the only thing touching the wall is your knee. Just going to count to 10 slowly, so you're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Bring the arms down, turn around, face the other way. So inside knee on the wall. We're pushing that knee into the wall. Stand tall, arms up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Bring the arms down, face the other way. Should be feeling it in the side of your buttocks, side of the thigh. Inside knee again on the wall, press in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sore shoulders, you don't have to do the arms going up. One more the other way. Inside knee on the wall, press in. Reach your fingers right up to the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Bring the arms down. Come and lie yourself down on the mat, just in a relaxation position. So you're lying on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor again. Have your feet fairly close to your bottom. Arms just on the mat. Just a couple of nice deep breaths right down into the tummy if you can. As you breathe out, think of just sinking down into the floor a little bit. And maybe just give your feet a little bit of a wriggle. So just feel which bits of your foot are actually touching the ground. Going into a spine curl, so press into your feet, peel your back up away from the mat. One bone at a time as you come up. Little breath at the top. Roll back down again. Top bit of your back, then the next bit, then the next bit. So nice and slow. Getting that feeling of peeling your back away from the floor. If you give your bottom a prod as you come up, they should be nice and firm. See if you can keep the back of the thighs soft. Roll back down again. And again, pressing into the feet. So your feet are staying in contact with the floor the whole time. Curl up. Roll back down again. Okay, this time we're going to add in some little pulses. So curl up. Drop the hips. Squeeze your bottom. Push back up. Drop down. Push back up. Drop down. Push back up. One more. Drop down. Back up. Roll all the way down. And just going again. Curl up. Drop the hips. Squeeze and lift. Drop down. Squeeze and lift. And again, drop down. Squeeze and lift. Think about the feet. You're pressing in your feet into the floor all the time. One more, drop down. Squeeze and lift. Roll all the way down. And one more. Curl up. Drop down. Push back up. Drop down. Push back up. And again, drop down. Back up. Roll right down. Gather up the legs. Ankles crossed. Hold the knees. A little bit of gentle knee rocking. Great. Pop your feet down. Think about that little bit of a hollow you've got through your lower back. So that's staying exactly the same. Nice and open through the shoulders. Arms just relaxed on the mat. I'm going to slide one leg down the mat. Toes up towards you. Float the leg up. Knee really straight. Lower it down. Slide it back up. Keep going on the same leg if you can. So slide the leg down. Toes up. Bring the leg up. Whole leg going down. Slide it back in. So the gap between your back and the floor stays exactly the same. Think of a couple of Maltesers tucked in there. You're not flattening down into them. Slide the leg down, toes up towards you. Lift up. So make sure that knee is really locking out straight. slide down, toes up. And just going one more, slide the leg down. Good. Fold that leg up, going on to the other leg. So slide the leg down the mat, toes up towards you. Almost imagine a sort of sling underneath your thigh, just helping that leg to come up off the ground. And again, slide down, toes up. Float the leg up. So don't worry about how high you're going. Doesn't need to be going very high. Front of the thigh doing most of the work. Pelvis staying level. And one more. Great, okay. Turn over onto one side. So underneath arm right up above your head if you can. Hips and knees bent, heels about in line with your bottom. So imagine you're lining yourself up against the wall. You've got your arm, head, shoulders, bottom, feet. Roll slightly forwards through the shoulders. We're doing the clam, heels together, top knee up, and slowly down. So keep the heels together. Make sure your body is slightly rolling forward. Work with the breath a little bit, maybe breathing in as you open, breathing out as you go down. Nice and smooth. Or if there's not much going on, you could give that side of the buttock a bit of a pat, wake that muscle up. Lovely. Rest the leg down, take both legs out straight. Make sure you can just see your feet when you look down. Look back to the front. We're doing a side leg lift. Point the toes, top leg up, foot up. Press out through the heels. So side of the buttock, side of the thigh working again. Nice and smooth. Imagine that piece of chalk coming out of your big toe. You're drawing a line on the wall as you go up. You're rubbing it out with your heel as you come down. Two more. Great, okay. Bend the legs up, grab your foot to your ankle on the top leg, pull your heel to your bottom, take the knee back. So front of the thigh, quad stretch. You're pressing forward into the hip a little bit. Should be a strongish stretch down the front of your thigh. Sometimes it's easier to do this on your tummy, so if you prefer doing the stretch on your tummy, you could just pop onto your tummy. Bend one leg up, grab the foot or the ankle or the trousers, whatever you can reach. Now next time you breathe out, just see if you can ease into that stretch a little bit more. Okay, and let that go. And switch on to the other side. So we are starting with the clam. So underneath arm right up above your head if it goes, hips and knees bent, roll slightly forward, so get your elbow and forearm on the mat, heels together, top knee up, and down slowly. So you often find one hip is better than the other one. See if you can get it really smooth. Sort of gently moving through toffee or golden syrup or something like that. Just getting a nice smooth movement with that leg. Heels staying stuck together. Underneath leg pretty relaxed, so just watch you're not pressing too hard through that underneath leg. Great, okay. Legs out straight, make sure you can see your toes when you look down, look back to the front, got the hips on top of each other still. Point the toes, top leg up, foot up, press out through the heels. So just top hand nice and light. Imagine you've got your hand on something squishy. Keep breathing, just normal breathing in and out. Just want to watch you're not clenching your jaw, not breathing in and sort of holding your breath. Great, okay. Bend both knees up, grab your foot, ankle on the top leg, pull your heel towards your bottom, take that knee back. So front of the thigh stretch again. Keep the tummy just gently engaging so you're not pulling the whole, tipping the whole pelvis forward. Lovely. Okay, let that release. Turn back over onto your tummy. So hands together underneath your forehead. Flatten right down on the mat. Shoulders nice and soft. Just a swimming leg, so just float one leg up off the floor. Hold it there. Down slowly. Alternate legs. So just watch that the shoulders aren't joining in. So the leg that's not coming up, just make sure the toes are relaxed. You're not sort of pushing with the other leg in order to get the one leg off the floor. Could make it a little bit more complicated. Float the leg up, bend your knee, straighten your knee, whole leg down. So leg off the floor first, not too high. Bend, straighten and down. Float it up, bend, straighten and down. Float it up, bend, straighten and down. Up, bend the knee, straighten and down. Float it up, bend, straighten and down. Great, okay. Take your legs a bit wider apart. Bend your knees, pop your heels together. So legs apart, knees bent, heels together. This is just a squeeze. So think of pressing your heels together, clench your bottom. Push the front of your hips down into the floor. Shoulders staying nice and quiet, they're not joining in. So squeeze and hold. And then let go. And again, press the heels together, clench your bottom, squeeze and hold. And let go. And again, press, squeeze and hold. And let go. And one more, press the heels together, squeeze your bottom. Keep squeezing. And then just release. Bring the legs down, maybe just gently rock from side to side. then come up onto hands and knees. Knees as wide apart as your mat, big toes together, bottom right back to your heels. Stretch your fingers out in front, curl your head down. So nice big stretch for the knees and the hips really. Hips bending almost as much as they can, knees bending as much as they can. Think about just sort of letting your chest drop down towards the floor a little bit. Good, and then just come back down onto your tummy, hands together underneath your forehead, tuck the toes underneath, press the back of your knees towards the ceiling, hold there and release. So toes tucked under, press the back of the knees up, hold it there. So front of the thigh contracting and release. And again, press the knees back, hold it and let go. And again, press back and hold. And let go. And one more, press back and hold. And release. Good, good. Turn back over onto your back. One leg down flat, maybe hold behind the thigh of the other leg. Take your foot up towards the ceiling and then let the leg bend. So dynamic hamstring stretch. Good add in, pulling the toes up towards you a little bit, get a bit more stretch in the calf as well. If you can't reach behind your thigh with your hands, you could get your band and just loop that round the back. Slide that down, hold on behind the other thigh, foot up towards the ceiling, toes up as well maybe. So nice and rhythmic. Couple more. Great, okay. Either turn onto your side, come up sitting or hold behind the thigh, tuck in the chin, gently roll up. Sit right up tall. If you're a bit stiff through your back and your hips, you're probably better sitting up on your block, or you could even roll up the mat a little bit. Cross the ankles over. If you can get your thumb into the sort of instep of your foot, just give that a really deep little bit of a massage. Might be able to do both feet at once. Just really rubbing the sole of your foot. Get your thumbs right in there. Come up round the ankle bone a little bit. Poor old feet have a tough time being squashed into our shoes and boots most of the time. Having to carry a whole weight of us around nearly all day. Give them a little bit of a treat, a little bit of a massage. Good. Okay, come up into standing slowly. Okay, just going to do a little two-step. So you're going to do a little step forward, bend the hip and the knee, and then you're going straight out to the side, bend the hip and the knee. Little way forward, little way sideways, little way forwards, little way side. So when you go down, your knees are pointing straight ahead. Knees going forwards, leg going sideways. So you're going forward, sideways. Swap legs. So a little step forwards, little step sideways. So the heel comes off on the back leg. Little step forwards, little step sideways. Make it nice and bouncy. Think of putting your foot onto a trampoline. Little step forwards, little step sideways. Swap legs again. So you're going to the front, out to the side, to the front, straight out to the side, to the front, to the side, to the front, to the side, to the front, to the side. Gets the heart rate up a bit, this one. Going to the front, to the side, to the front, side, to the front, to the side, to the front, to the side. Great. Bring the feet together. Press into your feet. Come right up onto your tiptoes. And down. Little hip and knee bend. Back up. Up onto the toes. Keep your ankles together. Heels down. Little hip and knee bend. Press into the feet, back up, onto the toes. Little hip and knee bend, back up, onto your toes. Okay, feet a little bit wider apart. Have a go at this. Come up onto your toes. Keep on your toes. See if you can squat down. Doesn't matter how far you go. So all the way to the floor if you can. Come back up again. Really control it. Put the heels down. Have another go. So up onto your toes. Ankles staying in. Think of squashing an orange underneath your big toe. So you're on your toes. You're going down as far as you're happy. Press into the feet. All the way up. Heels down. Lovely. Float both arms out to the side. Reach right up to the sky. Think of holding a big beach ball in your hand. Take it over to one side. Big sideways stretch. Back up. Over to the other side. Back up. Right the way down to the floor. So forward bend. Scoop the tummy in. And curl right the way back up. All the way to the ceiling. Grab the beach ball. Take it off to one side. Back up, over to the other side, back up, right down to the floor again. Scoop in the tummy, let your head dangle, let the arms dangle when you're down there. Big breath in, draw in the tummy and fall right back up. Slide the shoulders up and let them go. There we are. Thank you so much for joining me again. See you again next week. Bye-bye.